Welcome back to Island Life Live. For over 2 decades, the Native Hawaiian Convention has served as one of the largest gatherings of Native Hawaiians. This year, the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement invites you to experience Hawai'i Island. And joining me right now is Tyler Gomes. He's our Chief Administrator, Kilohana by Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement. Brother, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me back.
And I'm super excited, brother, about this year's convention. Of course, the speakers, the pop-up makeke, the opportunities to experience Hawai'i Island. And I understand that CNHA is taking it like we're leveling up, and we're talking about a huaka'i, a way of traveling outside of the convention walls. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, you know, we're always trying to level up at CNHA. And so I think the idea here isn't just about getting us off the convention grounds. It's about really thinking about what regenerative is. And so this is the start, this is the impetus, this is hopefully the inspiration we give to other Native Hawaiians to figure out how can we put together tours that feature these experiences on our Aina, led by Native Hawaiians, and allow visitors or any audience to give back. And so hopefully this is the start of these kinds of products popping up all over the place.
This is amazing. So we're going to get, registrants on buses and getting them out onto the Aina and talking about those special places that we're going to be visiting.
Yeah, because out in Kona, there's so much rich heritage, history, culture that from that part of the island, and so many people get trapped in the resort area. Nothing wrong with that, but there's so much to offer outside of it. Pu'ukohola, Kalahuipua'a, there's so many wonderful areas, and so hopefully this becomes a regular practice on all islands.
I love that, and that sounds absolutely amazing. Now, this is going to be 3 days of Native Hawaiian culture and conversation and learning, with more than 100 breakout sessions. And I got to tell you, I went old school. I printed out all of the different lists, and I'm experiencing FOMO because I know that there's no way that I can attend all 100 sessions or 100 plus sessions. So if Tyler had to put together a short list of who he is going to go check out, who would you go?
There's 2 really great breakouts that I'm looking forward to. The first gives people information how to name someone in Olelo, Hawaii. As Hawaiians, we get asked all the time to give somebody a name. That's a lot of kuleana.
Yes.
And sometimes, no matter what level of fluency or proficiency you are in Olelo, Hawaii, that's a big ask. So there's a panel giving people the tools to figure out how to bestow names. And
or
then,
maybe even how to say no gently.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Sometimes,
I don't know.
It may not be the right time, place, or person for you to be giving a name. And so I think that's a really great point to bring up. Second, coming back to this idea about regenerative, as you know, Kilohana now has 2 hula shows in Waikiki.
Yes.
And I think there's a great panel talking about hula. Hula the art, hula the cultural practice, and then hula the entertainment aspect and the balance between those 2 things. Because there are practitioners who love to do both. And sometimes, those industries don't run up against each other, in
a nice way.
In a nice way.
I got you.
Let's help people get more information, help make those kinds of decisions.
I love it. Okay, so we know where Tyler's going to be, but the question is, where are you going to be? You got to get yourself registered first, right?
That's right. Please register on our website, hawaiiancouncil.org. We're at something like 1,500 attendees at this point. It is massive.
But still give room for more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay, so you've got all of the information for yourselves right there on the screen. Registration is open, and because you take care of Kilohana, let's go ahead and give a quick plug for Kilohana for our Kama'aina as well as our visitors that are tuning in right now.
That's right. Kilohana runs 2 hula shows like we talked about. One at the Waikiki Hula Mound, no longer at the Shell, now at the Hula Mound on Kuhio Beach, and then also Nale Aloha, which is at the Hyatt.
Love it. Thank you so much. Tyler Gomes, he's our Chief Administrator, Kilohana by CNHA. We'll be right back, family. Okay.